Hey Sycamores, welcome to Almost Live. I'm your host, Reagan Daugherty. Today, we're talking to Aiden Askins and Alan Austin, SGA presidential and vice presidential candidates. Almost Live starts right now.
Five,
4,
3,
2,
1.
Thank you guys so much for being here. Can you tell me a little bit about yourselves?
Absolutely. My name is Aiden Askins. I'm running for SGA president. A little bit about me. I've served in Student Government Association for 3 years up of my college career. I started off as a freshman joining the Sycamore Leadership Coalition, which is an organization directly dedicated for freshman leaders. In that same year, I joined the SGA Senate, and I was one of the most candidatal people there was. I joined SGA Senate that same year, and that next year I was elected as a Speaker of the Senate, and my current role in SGA right now is I serve under the 62nd Administration as the Executive Director for Governmental Affairs, where I assist in the selection of the student trustee here at Indiana State. Outside of SGA, I am the President of Phi Kappa Psi Fraternity.
I'm Alan Austin. I come from a small town on the east side of Indiana. I'm running for Vice President. I've been involved in SGA since my freshman year, joining SLC and Senate both in the first semester, and I became the Director of Marketing for SLC. From there, I joined Senate my sophomore year, and then I studied abroad. And during my time in Senate that first semester, I was the chair for the External Relations Committee. And when I was abroad, I applied and zoomed in to become the Director of External Relations, which is my current position. Outside of SGA, I've been involved in Delta Sigma Phi since my freshman year, and I've held 2 positions, both being the Director of Marketing currently and in my freshman year. And that's my...
All right, you guys are super busy. You have a lot of experience. First things first, can you tell me why you guys decided to run?
So we decided to run because we've both been involved in SGA all 3 years we've been here at Indiana State, and we love all the events that we're able to put on and be a part of. So we want to continue that and push forth our own efforts to give back to the students that gave so much to us, along with our staff and faculty. We really want to support and sustain all students on campus. Sustaining students is how we get anything here at Indiana State University. So making sure everyone can succeed in what they're doing here is our most important focus.
Yeah, of course. Can you tell me a little bit more about your platform?
Absolutely. So our campaign slogan is rooted in success, and that's exactly what we aim to do to every student here at Indiana State. Our 3 distinct platforms are support, sustain, and succeed. Support has a couple different platforms within that main sector, first being stress relief areas all around campus. The lounge areas that we see in the academic buildings, such as Dreiser, Stalker, and the others, are cool and all, but there's not really a dedicated area here on campus dedicated for stress relief. There's no real area on campus for students to go take a break from their busy college lives. So we aim to do that by equipping these lounge areas in the study academic buildings with beanbag chairs, stress balls, snacks, and other stress relieving items to make sure the students have support directly. Additionally, with support, we have open panels and town halls so that students can come to us directly with panels. Those panels would look like Alan and I coming to there, as well as other SGA leadership, such as other executive board members, senators, Senate leadership, judicial members, and maybe even some SLCers as well. And the third platform for that is wellness fairs. We want to support students by having these wellness fairs all around campus that we've been previously doing by continuing the Mental Health Matters initiative. That's been a huge successful initiative throughout past SGA administrations. So we aim to continue doing that by having these wellness fairs like I've talked about, as well as providing free merchandise like the crew necks we've seen all around campus. Sustain is more about sustaining the students here at Indiana State, and our main platform for that is blue and white lights around campus during the winter times, because Alan and I have seen that campus is pretty dead whenever the fountain's off, the koi pound's off. the campus atmosphere is not as good and is not as strong as whenever the fountains and the koi pond are on. So we aim to increase Sycamore pride by having blue and white lights around campus. Now these lights are going to be either hanging around on the trees or they're going to be blue and white posts around campus. Additionally, we plan to have a picture mural, kind of like Sycamore Sam being in there, so the students can feel free to take pictures on that to sustain their kind of environment. We also, in the Sustain platform, we intend to have second Saturdays so that students can have fun activities similar to Party at the Fountain, Party at the Patio, directly funded and partnered with not only Student Government Association, but the university itself. These activities would feature on the second Saturday of every month while we're in school and not on break, and it gives a fun, free activity for Terre Haute natives and as well as commuters and people directly living at ISU to have a fun, free experience that they can have on the weekends, as well as finally having wellness fairs. Yeah, that's wellness fairs. Additionally, having wellness fairs here at Indiana State, partnered with the Mental Health Matters Initiative, partnering with different organizations that spread awareness around Indiana State, and these wellness fairs will include tons of giveaways throughout that really have a notice that we care about the students at here at Indiana State. And our last platform is Succeed. Alan and I have been here for 3 years, and we realize that we have a lot of resources that we provide here, but we really don't have a centralized area on campus where people can identify these resources. So we thought, what's the most centralized area on campus that students access every day electronically? Well, the student portal. We all know about the 6 tabs on the student portal, such as the Canvas, student self-service page, as well as the other 4. Well, we aim to have a 7th tab right there that has all the resources listed that Indiana State provides, as well as their office hours, their locations, and additionally equipped with a map right there on the student resource tab with not only the resources that we provide and where to locate them, but as well as our stress relief areas on campus that we also aim to have. Additionally, we want to set up professional panels for every single college. The Scott College of Business does an excellent job of doing this, but we want to shed the light to all of the same colleges that Indiana State has. Different sectors, different majors. For example, I'm a political science, legal studies major, so we want to have professional panels from lawyers, maybe in politicians, sectors, professors, and also it's really important to have upperclassmen, graduate students on these panels in that same sector, so the students don't really feel intimidated, but they're also showing up so that they can use these awesome resources for networking opportunities as well as getting experiences early on. And finally, our last one for Succeed is snack bars here on campus. So during finals week is the busiest time and the most stressful time the students arguably have here at Indiana State University. So what we aim to do is while students are maybe hurrying around like, oh, I'm so nervous about my final and everything like that, SGA plans to be right around the fountain equipped with snack bars that students can just go on and grab and maybe like while they're munching down on the way to their final or just before their final, so they're refreshed and ready so they're able to knock their finals out of the park.
Yeah, that sounds great. I know a lot of the students and I will benefit from that. What makes you guys a good fit for these positions?
Okay, so as I talked about, we have a lot of experience in SGA, and we have a lot of passion for accomplishing these goals. We've already talked with President Goddard about accomplishing all of our goals, and he said that they're all possible and that if we get elected that these will all happen. So I think that's a great start to why we should be put in these roles. But additionally, with our experience, we're able to connect very well with all our peers and our faculty and staff. And having those connections with faculty and staff really just brings it all together. It's hard to find these resources that you'd need to put these events and categories together without having those connections. So having those connections really builds the strength that we need to accomplish our goals.
Yeah, of course. And if students want to reach out to both of you, who can they contact?
They can contact us through our Instagram page. It's aiden.allen.25 here on Instagram page. And you can reach out for more information there. We both run the Instagram page directly, so if you have any questions, we'll be more than happy to answer them, as well as if you find us around campus. We're tabling all the time, and and we're tabling out through the rest of this week and as well as up until we vote on elections. So you can learn about more of our platforms there, and as well as you can ask us any questions you may have directly.
All right, well, thank you guys so much again for coming on today. That's all the time we have this week. If you would like to get involved with Sycamore Video, or if you have any events that you would like for us to cover, send us an email at isu-sycamorevideo@indstate.edu. Check us out on our Facebook page at Sycamore Video-ISU Student Media or Sycamore Video on YouTube. See you next week, Sycamores.